We will never submit. Here we go again. And I have to say, if I can't find the canning factory straight away, I'm gonna have to immediately restart. So there should be, well, there could be a lot of restarts here. This could go very bad very quickly. But I will do my best. Anywho, let's make a try. So, save our people. So, as usual, the first law to go in immediately is child labor. I'm so sorry, children, but if we want to survive, it's the only way to do it. Second thing, I gotta get all the kids going on wood, because that's easier. And then we're gonna have everyone else going on wood and steel. So I need 35 steel for the beacon, but I also need 5 steel for the workshop. So these guys will go all day and all night, basically. They'll just keep going until everything's collected. To see how the day progresses, really. So these guys are going for wood, and I also need... Basically, I need to research the beacon as soon as possible. As soon as that's done, I need to start exploring and going out to the left and find the canning factory. Because really, that's what we need. That's all we need right now is cans. And I realise now I've done that wrong. Right, that's second thing. Oh dear. I might be able to compensate. It's not the biggest problem, but what I've done is because I've... Let's bring that all the way back down. Okay, because I've started steel wreckage here, what I should have done was put them up here. I wonder if it's too late to counteract that. I might... No, it's still the first day, so it's slightly forgiving. But what I needed to do there was start with these steel piles up here, either this one or this one, because what I can do is get a gathering post, which will get me coal, but then it will also get me the steel that's over here. So thinking ahead, I should have been, but I'm not. So that's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Gonna leave this wood track here. Engineering is gonna go here, the workshop's gonna go here just behind, and then we're gonna start with the medical tent ring. Basically, when it turns to night, when night is coming, we need to build here, and we also need to build tech here. And now we're just looking for steel. We're looking for as much of that steel as possible, because we need to hit 35 in order to get the beacon up and people going as fast as possible on that. So I got two choices right now. I can either put someone on 24-hour shift on the workshop as soon as that becomes available in another 11 hours, and have them work on the beacon through the night, and then switch to something like wood for a sawmill, which will be very useful. Or what I could do is have every group of these guys on 24 But I think what I'm going to do is go for the sawmill option. It's the safer of the two, really. We'll go for the 24 hours on Beacon and Sawmill, because Sawmill just takes up wood and we can get infinitely more wood. We can clear all this out before the next day, and we can clear all this, or start to clear all this out. Really forget how much, like, area, how little an area you have to work with. It's not as big as it could be. Let's speed time up a little bit. Okay, right. First thing is that and that. These guys will say, I'll provide some shelters, so I need to get 21 tents up. But the great thing about that is anyone who's medically needs treatment, they will take up room on the bedpost, so that will go down to maybe 20. So I'll only really need 2 tents, which is a nice little cheat there. Just allows me to have this one than that one. So let's just start there, really. Right, turn on the generator. That's going on. Otherwise, people will die in the night. We need to pull the engineers, all the engineers, off here. Medical post goes on, and 2 go in. Maybe 3 go in, because why not? And then we'll have engineering. They will all go in there, and the first thing we're going to research, as I said, is the beacon. And that's 35 steel and the rest wood, which we can... 20 wood, which we can afford at the moment. So we can actually afford to build a tent or 2. So let's go 1, 2, and build those 2 tents, just to pacify some people. I know it's a little early and we don't really need to build it right now, but as soon as we can get our next laws signed in, it's a 24-hour shift. We're going to do it once on here, and we get away with 1, well, 9 times out of 10 we get away with 1 clean shift on the 24-hour without anyone dying. And then anytime you engage 24-hour, if it's not on like these sort of crates and carts and that sort of thing out here, then people will die when you use 24-hour shifts. So 2 tents being built and the medical post. Someone's going to get sick in the night, and it just means then that these guys, yep, there it is, 21, and we just need 1 more person to go into our medical tent, and we should, as soon as those go in, about a day, and I think that should be it, isn't it? Surely. Going to treatment, about a day, about a day. Usually I get it by now, but I guess I'm not. I'm just unlucky like that. And basically now I'm just doing what I always do, which is just trimming off anyone who's sick and in treatment so that they're not working. So I just need 1 more. Oh, law's about to go in place. There it is. Adaption. Extended emergency shift first, and then extended shift will come after that. So they're going straight on to... Oh no, we lost an engineer to sickness, sadly. Not to death, that would be way worse, but to sickness. So now those 1 days are now 2 days, but we really need to get this beacon built. That's 12 hours of research. That's gonna go into the next day. I cannot forget to turn off the generator as soon as possible. So like as soon as it's 6 o'clock, we're turning off the generator again. And we're still not collecting coal, which is, you might think is a bit crazy, but Right now we can't really afford to get coal in. Right. Let's trim the fat. 3 workers. Let's put that guy on there, and 1. Yep, there it is. Treatment is going in, so we don't need to worry about that. Let's have 1 child. No, let's change out a worker for a child, just because we need workers to for a later time. They will help us build everything, and I'm hoping that when we get next medical post that they're gonna go in there. The engineer sadly takes about 3 days to heal. He gets very injured sometimes, and engineers tend to take a bit longer to heal. I don't know if that's a quirk in the game, whether it's to do with survivor mode or anything like that, but it's just always a problem when engineers get sick, because you usually need them. So oh, generator's been on for an hour longer than it should have been, nearly 2 hours. I said let's not forget, and then I forgot. So we need 35 iron. So for that I need these guys to keep working on the iron. We need to keep getting that iron coming in, the steel, sorry, and that will just increase productivity. We need 20 wood, which we have, and then after that beacon is built, we'll need 40 workers. Well, 40 wood and 20 workers. So as soon as the beacon is researched, the next thing we're going to research is the sawmill, which we're going to send out to over to this section here where all this wood is hanging out, and that's just going to secure us some more wood for the future, for the immediate future where we need tents. So that is what is happening right now. And it's all very intense. Even though there's not much going on, there's a lot going on in my brain. As soon as we get the beacon built, and we will need to pull people off wood and some off steel for that, but we need to build it first. Any extra steel would be handy, but right now we still need another 3 steel. So we may as well leave them on steel for another 4 hours until it's time to build the beacon. But we also need to... Sorry, having a quick sweet here. Yeah, we also need to pull people... Yeah, we need workers to build the beacon. We need to start doing... food is going to be an issue very soon. We need a gathering post, and we need... Well, food really is what we need. We need to build a cookhouse. Ah! Good timing. New workers have arrived. Look who's here. This will increase hope. The first refugees have arrived. And there goes hope going up. Nice. Now, these are all workers, so they can get straight to work. Actually, let's put them all the way onto steel. Let's double up our steel production, because even though... Right. I think everyone's in treatment here. The only one going to work is this guy. Alright, let's pull him off there. And that's 1 hour before that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people to go onto the beacon production. Scold the kid for his carelessness. That just it lowers hope, but it stops them from skiving off during a work shift, which I know sounds harsh, and it is kind of harsh, but we need them working. We don't need them playing. Right, that's about to be done any second now. And then we can immediately research sawmill, which we're gonna need, and we need to start building the beacon. The beacon. Beacon of hope. Alright, so that's gonna be built. 10 workers going to work there. All of them very hungry. Yeah, they're gonna start starving to death soon. So we've got 13 hours to get the sawmill researched. After that, we'll start on other quests. Alright, we've got enough steel to be getting on with, so let's pull these guys off here and start build. Oh, there's just so much to build. We need to build a cookhouse before anything else. Let's put it there. 6 guys on that. 10. Right, there it is. 10 people on the cookhouse, and they'll cook up the last of the rations, which will increase discontent, but oh, drat, and we need wood, don't we? We need wood for 40 wood for scouts. Can't afford to. We can't afford it. No, 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 we can't afford it. We can't afford it. 39 wood, damn it. Ah. What are we gonna do? We gotta get them out there now. We have to do 24-hour shift. We have no choice. Right, there it is. 1, 2, 3. You're hungry. You're hungry. And homeless. Right, let's get that out and get these guys out to the abandoned camp now. We're about to get another law in. And we're going to go for... Well, we should do extended shift right now. Discontent is high, but it's not without... Right, we need to turn the generator on soon as well in the next half an hour. We must not forget. So we could do fighting area, which would lower discontent. And every time over time, we could do food additives or soup, but I don't want to do that right yet. Just yet. We could do radical treatment, which is going to be important. Corpse disposal, which... Yeah, it's going to hit us hard, that one. Hope goes down. Discontent goes all the way up, but we really need it, and the reason is very simple. Yeah, why is the heating off? I just turned it on. Someone is going to die soon, and when they die, we need them to just be buried somewhere. And there we go. 2 kids to work. You're in treatment, okay. Let's see, these guys out of there and into there. So there's only 72 woods here, so hopefully that's gonna be fine. Going to build. Everyone's going to build. Alright, never mind. So when people die, we can then issue the next law, which is organ transplants. Which will mean the sick will recover faster, which we desperately, desperately need. And then I could do overcrowding in the beds, but that always shoots me in the foot with the ill. And after a while, once we get the food set up, we actually don't need to worry too much about how many people die, because their deaths will be for the greater good, and I can... Basically, I'm looking to go down extra rations rather than overcrowding, which you might think is a weird choice, but that one has always done me proud in the past. It's just something I rely on a lot to give people, and I can utilize it almost straight away after we reach the canning factory. They'll start. There we go. Snow is established. That's gonna be good for later, but I'm sorry, everyone. Hope is dwindling. Alright, let's build one house just to bring discontent down a bit. And after this, the temperature will stay at 30. We'll have used most of our coal. Alright. We need to get a road built out to here where the wood is. There. So that's where our, yeah, we're gonna put the sawmill there. And these guys are gonna come off 24-hour shift soon anyway. The sawmill will go there, and basically we'll just start harvesting the wood in colder temperatures, which is going to be great. We're going to use our stored up steel to build a gathering post for this coal steel, and then we'll have another gathering post here, and eventually we will put the one there, and that's just to get the steam core out. We need that destroyed steam core out. Right. Kids out of there, workers out of there. Well, maybe actually put all the kids in on the woods, maybe instead. In treatment, go into treatment. Okay, that's better. There we are, 100%. I don't know why why I didn't do that earlier. In treatment, okay. How long until this engineer is well again? About a day. Still about a day. These guys are research has stopped. The 24 shift has ended. This one's still going on. So even though people hate us, we're starting to get to a point where we can. Oh, I think they're gonna riot soon. There's gonna be an issue soon. All right. Okay. Right, we need to put one there, because that will incorporate that as well. So let's take the children off for a sec, even though that's gonna raise discontent. Treatment, treatment, treatment. Build the road so everything's attached. Heat goes off. Now we need to build this, and this will start bringing in the coal. Mother has refused to let her daughter go to work, afraid she'll get injured. We could look the other way this time, but others might see this as unfair. I think ultimately we have to be hard, and I won't make an exception. Of course, if she gets ill now, that means that discontent is going to go right up, but we need these engineers. Soon there's going to be another wave coming in, and that's my engineers, 10 engineers. Then it's going to be another 10 engineers and 10 workers. Meanwhile, this guy is nearly at the abandoned camp, which is good. And these guys will start researching the sawmill again in the morning, which is great. Meanwhile, that's all going on. We've got the road built, and that's getting ready to go. So now it's very cold. Now it's cold for them in these supplies out here. Right, the scouts has reached the camp. In there is wood and steel. We can't take it back to the city. Instead, we're going on to the empty shelter. Now, as I said before, The annoying thing about this playthrough is if we can't find the canning factory, we have to just restart. That is it. There is no middle ground. If you mess up, that is it. So right, children out of here, even though they just got in. Now they're into this shelter, which gives them a bit more heat, and people are a bit happier about that. It's treatment. Treatment, treatment. Ten workers, and you're gonna build me another gathering post by here. Once that's set up, we need another tent, really. No, we need a sawmill. That'll be the next thing to build, is the sawmill. That'll be the next thing researched. And then after that, we need to start thinking about heat. So the temperature's going to go down doubly soon. And we need thermometers. We need heaters. Right, that's done. We could go for faster gathering, which would be beneficial, but I think we need heaters. That's the next thing, because over the next few days, although that's 13 hours to we're going to cut it close, but I'm going to do faster gathering first, although that will cut it close with the heaters. Although you might think, oh well, 13 hours, that doesn't sound long, but don't forget they don't do night, and I can't use another 24-hour shift, but hopefully I won't have to. Alright, let's pull those guys off there. They're nearly done with this. Treatment, treatment, treatment. Workers, right. Generator is down. Let's turn it back on, because we've got to keep it on now because we're at minus 30, really. Takes longer to power down, so I wonder if we can just like build it up and then turn it off and do a bit of that. Do a bit of finicking. Alright, let's let it power down for today and then turn it on through the night, because I think we're going to need that coal. Alright, the next thing we need is the wood set up, and only adults can do that. Only adults can go and collect wood. So let's put that there, which is quite nice for resources. There we go. Right, 10 adults going for wood. Next thing we need is more health, but we also need a cookhouse. So let's build the cookhouse, even though we have no food to put in it. The idea behind this one now is that when we get to the canning factory, we'll get some nice food. Right, now we need to do a fighting area just to reduce the tension in the air. There's a lot of people who are discontent. We need to bring that right down. Right, this is good, this is good. Everyone's collecting nicely. Is this engineer out of... Nope, still in treatment. About a day, still about a day. 8 hours till that's done. They're building the road, and then they're building the place itself. And don't forget, work shift ends, as you can see there, a little bit earlier, because we're not on the extended shift. So sadly, we're not gonna be able to do much with this sawmill once it's built. Still got another 2 hours till end of shift. So then I'll have 5 hours the next day to finish that off, and then straight on to heaters. Right, that is done. So we're ready to serve up. Oh, I suppose these guys could be working, and they're not. treatment. Building. Alright, whatever. You guys should be working. Okay. Treatment. Protesting. Yeah. Three days to feed everyone. We're gonna have to try and do that. I know everyone's gonna get sick and start dying. The next law we have to do is organ transplant, which will help the sick get better faster, but we also need... Oh, hello. This is the next group, which is engineers can go into there to treat the sick. Research that. Now what I could do is put another load of people on wood and do another 24-hour shift on wood. We've got the people for it. Treatment. Children working in there. Oh yeah, the heating's off. Yeah, why have we, yeah. Sadly, we must really, yeah, we must hold on a couple of days. I know, I really pushed them over the limit there. But we need that wood, basically. And, oh shoot, my scouts have arrived and I haven't done anything with them. Empty shelter, carry on. Old storehouse, research outpost. Over here. Let's go towards the old storehouse rather than the research outpost, which is... Hey, what was the new game? I don't know, actually, what the new Frostpunk one was. They did do an autumn scenario, like last autumn or something. Yeah, the last autumn. And then after that they did another one, but you can't get it on PS4, which is unfortunate. I'd really like to play that, but you can't get it. On the Edge was the latest one. On the Edge gameplay game. It was yeah. It was meant to look at after the snow has passed, after the storm has subsided, then you go out to a settlement. But London, well, the city betrays you and doesn't send you food and that sort of thing, which people take offense to when they can't get fed. Which I know I'd take offense to. So you can either there's a couple of things you can do on that one. You can revolt, you can rise up, or you can like go along with them. There's a few different tasks that can be done with that, but I'm gonna try and save my engineers here, and we also need to build another medical post because the sick are getting sicker, the hungry are getting more and more starving, and we're not getting any closer to anything at the moment, sadly. I think these guys are, yeah, in treatment, going to treatment. That's fine. A new unrelated game. Oh, very nice. I did not see that. I'm sorry. I've been on holiday in Devon for a week. I've been away, and I had some time to chill out with my family, which was very nice, especially after the problems that have surrounded all of us with COVID. It was just nice to get away and just not have to think of anything for a while, because it was just it's getting too, well, it's getting kind of upsetting for me. Things, teaser things to come. Okay. Well, when I'm not got my hands full with managing a city, I will do that as soon as I get a bit of time here. Right, these guys are getting housed. We need the sick to start being treated as well. That's a huge one. And we need to bring everything down. Right. Right. I am trying to run the trailer and manage the city at the same time right now. Right, we need to put that medical post up. We need our engineers working to improve the lives and save lives. "44 seconds. He who rejects change is the architect of decay." That's true. That's very much those that don't learn from their history. Doomed to repeat. Okay. I just see a lot of blood right now. Right, come on, let's try and get this medical post in position.
Move. Time to get to work.
Time to get to work. Right, come on. The sick will be treated. Oh, come on, get in treatment. There it is. Okay. We need another medical post after this as well to treat more sick. And we need organ transplants, and we need so much stuff. In treatment. Right, these guys can come out of here now because we've got enough wood to survive for a little while. Right, okay, let's see. Fishing boat, fishing village, research outpost. It's risky doing it this way, but it might pay off if we're quick enough, really. Right, let's build that next outpost. I am still watching the trailer. It's a lot to process. Oh, there's some spilt oil. August 12th, 2021. So, August 12th. Looks like someone's just frozen outside. Covered in blood. I don't know. Surrounded by all... Oh. That's going to be an interesting one. I do like watching the Frostpunk. I watch a lot of other people play, but only after I've completed a scenario. I don't like to be like given, and certainly this scenario, you can say, you can like, oh, no, we can't afford it. You can say, oh, you know, you can get a guide on how to do things, but two things the wrong with that. One, you can't always predict what's gonna be around on the maps, and two, it's sometimes just really difficult to follow. Oh, stop getting ill, engineers. Please stop getting ill. I need you to work. It's sometimes difficult to figure out how to manage all the crises that come up and keep in touch, because sometimes you can't always follow a guide, basically. Guides aren't always the best on this. Right, now we need heat. The next one is heat for sure. Someone's dead. We need organ transplant. We need so much stuff. Everything's so busy right now. Oh, your pies are all in treatment. So we've got next wave coming in very soon, so they'll have engineers and they can go and work there. We need more tents. We need to house everyone, and then we need more tents because there's more people coming in. I suppose we can... Someone else is dead, sorry. But not sorry. Two wood, okay. Yes, I am in a pretty bad state. This is yeah, pretty bad. This is survivor mode on Refugee, and I will not get a guide. I will learn from my mistakes. I will not seek help. And I did a little bit on the others, and certainly on, like, I never used a guide on the arcs. That I did by myself. I never really used a guide. Yeah, now people start dying off in spades. It's sad, but there's not much I can do about it at this point. Refugee is probably the hardest scenario I've played through. New Home was surprisingly easy compared to this one. This one's really kicking my ass, and it's only so many attempts I can do with this before it really just gets me. But hopefully we'll get some new workers in soon, and they can go into, well, the engineers, and they can go in and grab get some medical going on. Multiplayer, I don't know about that. Yeah, maybe a guided multiplayer where your two cities, maybe one has like coal and wood and the other has steel and steam cores, and then you have to trade between each other while keeping your own city alive. I think would be interesting. Like something where you have to trade to get resources, but then would say during the storm the one city would prioritize themselves and let you starve, and then you prioritize your steam cores. And I think that would be interesting, like a sort of little play off each other sort of scenario. But joint building a city, I don't know. I mean, like, certain people have cities in certain ways, in certain orders, in certain areas. I think discontent's gonna get me here, basically. I think unless I can get discontent down that last push, really pushed me over the edge, which is a shame because I'm actually in a really good situation in terms of resources. It's just discontent is really kicking my backside right now, and it's unfortunate. Yeah, it's hard not using guides, but I do have respect for you not using guides. I respect anyone that plays this game. It's a difficult game to play, and it's always challenging. Even on normal, it shocked me. Like the first playthrough of New Home, I think I lost like 10 or 12 times on New Home before I figured out how to. And it's amazing how quick your morals go out the window as soon as we need to get that discontent down. We need, well, the sick are in now. We just need more homes, really. We are in a bad spot. We are in a very bad spot. I think I'm gonna fail this one. It's been a while since I've done this, and don't think I've got enough to warrant a good playthrough. Unless he finds food soon and brings it home, then no one's gonna... I still think even then it's gonna be difficult to get anything done. I might have to reset this one again, sadly. Yeah, that would be cool, having a big world and playable elsewhere. Oh dear. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to get offline. My dog's just been sick. Oh, that's... Oh, I'm gonna have to get offline. My dog's been sick. I will be back. Oh, that's so unfortunate, but I think we've failed this one anyway. But I'll see you soon as I've cleared this up.